The Dutch royal couple came to South Africa on a visit, but they were booed. Really, really bad. Yeah. What's happening, everybody? I hope you're doing good. Thank you very much. It's a beautiful day once more. Well, it's almost 5 o'clock, so the sun is going away and I'm racing against it. Thank you so much for stopping by. You are very much appreciated. You know that. And I see you from all over the place watching us and always coming back. And I appreciate that. This is like family, right? Okay. Beautiful. I see you from all over the place. Ghana, Uganda, Tanzania, South Africa, Zimbabwe. Thank you very much for coming back. Nigeria, Namibia, Somalia, Ethiopia, Rwanda. Thank you so much. I know lots of you. Unfortunately, I can't say everybody. I know you are from Jamaica. I see you from Tobago, United States of America. I see you from all over. I see people watching us from Australia and the island. What do you call it? The Aborigines. Thank you. The islanders. Thank you so much. The Dutch royal couple came to South Africa on a visit, but they were booed by the people of South Africa. Very interesting subjects. I mean, these are things that happen a few times in the past. You don't expect this, right? When a royal couple, the king and the queen, come to your country, you're supposed to be happy, to please them, say nice things and stuff. But the Netherlands and South Africa have a very dark history. Okay, matter of fact, Netherlands has a dark history in most of the countries in the world. Yes, they've been traveling long. They are the first explorers, some of the first explorers of Europe, going to other countries and doing them. Yes, the Dutch. Okay, today Netherlands is completely changed place. But back in time, they were not the nicest people. I'm sorry, but that's the reality of it. Okay, so Dutch King Willem-Alexander and his Queen Maxima were forced to quickly get in their car after encountering an angry crowd of demonstrators on Friday during a visit to a museum for the history of slavery in Cape Town, South Africa. This is happening in South Africa. So they went to visit a museum and people were waiting for them out. It's a museum of slavery. People were waiting for them outside. The atmosphere was grim, where the demonstrator left little room for the couple. So they were pushing them, I mean, first of all, South Africa has a reputation. It's not just imagine you come to South Africa as a foreigner, then you see people pressing against you. It must be terrifying. The security guard had to intervene forcefully to push people. The couple managed to leave for their next appearance without injury. Very scary. So first of all, the king arrived in Johannesburg. Okay, Willem and his wife arrived in Johannesburg. They met President Cyril Ramaphosa. They had a little chat. Obviously, this is diplomatic. President had to be nice to them. This is how it is. At the end of the day, South Africa and the Netherlands are partners in terms of economics. So the president had to be nice. But does that erase the things that the Dutch have done to the South Africans? No. They arrived in South Africa in the 1652 to be exact, where Jan van Riebeeck and his crowd, his expedition, the VOC expedition, came to South Africa. And what they did in South Africa was horrendous. They found people living in the land, but absolutely no respect to the people. And that changed the future of South Africa forever. Some people were kept in slavery. Many people kept in slavery. Many people were violated, brutally humiliated. And it was a very, very sad story that lasted many, many years, hundreds of years. You can imagine that. Now, after his discussion with the president, he went to Cape Town for a visit in a slavery museum. That's when the people came on the street. Even the security guard were booed by the people. They were questioned. They asked them, why are you wearing suits defending the oppressors? These are the people that oppressed your ancestors. And you're wearing suits protecting them. They were addressing South African security guards because there was a mixture of guards. There were Dutch guards and South African guards. Now, the South African people, especially the Khoisan people, who are the first people to occupy the land of South Africa, the Khoisan people, yes. Okay, so there's a big difference between Khoisans and Bantu people, Nguni people. Very different, okay? They all African, yes, but DNA-wise is a major difference. This is a picture of a Khoisan. This is a picture of a Bantu or Nguni. Okay, so you can see that. Obviously, so DNA-wise, they're very different. And the Khoisans are known to be the actual owners of Southern Africa. They were the first people to occupy Southern Africa, going back to many, many years. The other Africans came from other sides of Africa. They suggest that there were three big movements which identified the Thonga, the Venda Karanga, and the Nguni. The Thonga are believed to have moved southward along East Coast and Central Africa. The Venda Karanga followed a parallel but more inland route. Nguni made up the most western of the three southward moving migrations. So these people came and they met the Khoisans. Okay, I don't know. There's a movie, The Gods Have Fallen on Your Head. Have you seen that movie? There's a little villager running with a bottle. The bottle hit his head. Those are the Khoisan people. Okay, they speak with clicks. Khoisan people say the king of Netherlands made a speech. And in his speech, he said he was sorry for the bad things they had done to Africans, and especially them, Khoisan people, because they were the first people on the land. But arriving in South Africa, he doesn't make any arrangements to meet them, the Khoisans.
Now, when I arrived here at the scene, I was very cross, actually, because when they came to the slave place, we wasn't slaves. They come and enslave us here. And for me, I don't know if they're going to listen to our commands, what we're going to say. And I've heard that they said they are coming here to come and compensate us. With what are they going to come and compensate us? We, exactly as a collective, we wanted them to compensate us with projects. It's like hospitals, education, and especially our minds, which has been taken away from us.
Look, let me tell you something. Every country, every situation, every land has its owners. Yeah, whether you like it or not, whether you live in it today or not, there were some original people that were there before you. Trust me. Okay, in Central Africa, you found pygmies. They're very short people. Even though today they are not regarded with a lot of respect, they are very neglected into the society. We must talk about these things. It's very sad. You see them in Cameroon, you see them in Central Congo, you see them in Rwanda, you see them in Burundi, in many places, in Uganda. They are very much neglected as human beings. They occupy no position in politics, or very little, you know. They are not respected. And the Bantu people came and took over. And that's the reality of it. I'm sorry, but this is the truth. You read your history book. So every place you go to, there are people that were the actual, we came here first. We were here before you. So Khoisan people feel like the king of Netherlands came to South Africa, completely ignoring them, was really not up for discussion. That's the reason why they were very angry. And they expressed themselves. They called them names. They booed them. And fortunately for them, they were protected by security and moved to the side. And this is not very new, okay? These are things that have happened in the past. I mean, Dutch people have gone all over the world. Okay? They've done a lot of negative things all over the world. They went to India, my man. We went to do what in India? They went to Singapore. They did wrong things like, oh my gosh. They went to Ghana in 1642. 1642, they were in Ghana. 1652, they were in South Africa. So they've been all over the place. Okay, the British and them usually came after the Dutch because at that specific time in the 60s or 16s, Dutch were some of the strongest nations in the world. They were powerful. They had the lands, they had the naval float, they had everything. They had the money, they had the intelligence. Okay, so now Khoisan people want to be recognized. They want respect. They want compensation. Okay, you said you're sorry. So now where's the money? Okay, where are the infrastructure? Where are the projects? Are you just saying sorry and that's it? It doesn't work that way. Are they right? Yes, they are right. Because in other places, the Indians of America got compensated. Okay, they did wrong things to them, but at the end they say we're sorry. But here's something. They gave them a lot of money to do something. I know it doesn't. Doesn't resolve what's happening in the past. But yeah, it's money. It's going to help do some few things, right? Many other people, I'm not going to name those people. There are some people you don't name. They also went through a very difficult time. A country named Germany had to pay them a lot of money for that. So how about people of the continent that you know? In the Congo DRC at the time, just on Independence Day, the King of Belgium came to the Congo, because he wanted to, relieve them and give them independence. The king first came and made a speech saying, we decided to give you independence because you are good people, because you've shown maturity and all of that. Lumumba, who was the leader of the Congolese people, took a microphone and said, no, we gain our independence by force, by sweat and blood. I can remember how you beat us up, how you treat us like animals. I can remember how you tortured us, how he went on him. He said things and the king was surprised. Like, I wasn't expecting you to talk like this. I thought this is going to be just like nicely talk to each other and say goodbye. And that was one of the reasons why, he began very quickly to start falling. And unfortunately, some of the Congolese people did not understand the vision of Lumumba, and they sold him off. Lumumba, honestly, in my view, deserved to be born somewhere else. I'm sorry. Yeah, he deserved to be born somewhere else for the sacrifice he had done for his people. And it's just very sad to see him going so young like that. If I were him, I wouldn't return. I would have, because the thing is, we're going to narrate that story next time. Thank you very much, fellas. Much appreciated. King of the Netherlands and his wife Bood in South Africa, for not honoring the people that he should have honored in some instances, at least for ignoring the Khoisan people. There are people you cannot ignore when you talk about South Africa. I wish you a beautiful day, and I hope to speak to you again very soon. And before you go, you got to do this. Okay? Do it. God bless.